you delightful beings out there, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Ether, the Labramon, and we are continuing our corporate climb in Big Ambitions. Mahaha! Also, we have Wicked Whiskers here in the bottom left doing art. He's a good thing. Art is very good thing. Whiskers is awesome. Alright, I am turning
There
off
we
this.
go. HR managers are like buying yourself more hours every day.
Duke.
Hey, kid, you gotta excuse me. I got an important golf lesson. Go make some millions, and I'll get back to you later.
Corporate TF win. I think that's already happened with Asher.
Just a little bit. As a treat. Mahahaha. Okay, what was I doing? Right, I placed a bunch of orders, and now it's time to just game the day away, and... because I gotta wait for stuff to come in. What's up? Okay, I have a bonus.
Ira class pizza delivery. How could it? What? I messed that up.
We got the money. We'll just throw them money to make them happy. Okay, let's go eat some food. And I guess some reading. Yeah. Some reading will be nice. Oh! Curtis has finished his training. Are you at 100% yet? No, you're not. Get to 100! Money! I need more foods. Now I think
You know
I
what
need to...
would be?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You know what would be really evil, Asher? If he doesn't go to 100% within the next day, he gets fired.
What's fired?
That person loses their job.
Oh, I mean, sir, I could do that. Okay, there we go. Now I can take this and go back to my, Well, Neo, for that, you gotta play the card. And right now, I'm evil. Mahaha! I don't really have much to do today. Oh, right. Never mind. I do have stuff to do today. I forgot I got more workers. Oh, you little bit! Oops.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
Riley. We switched over to our, to another game now because the campaign ended.
You mean the session ended?
Yeah, the session ended, so. I am now Aether, the Labramon. Prime evil and god of death and all that stuff. Bow before me. I may allow you to live if you kiss my toes. So this person, I tried to lower their hourly wage and they countered by demanding more money. You know, I respect the moxie. Fine, you may work for me. We shall give you 10.82 an hour. Hey, I gave one that. You get a $100 sign-on bonus. There.
That is evil.
$10.90 an hour. $100 signing. Oi! $10.90. No. $10.85 now. With the 100. There! I went down, bitch! Oh yeah, I'm playing, Big Ambitions. I can switch to the squirrel model later. What?
Nothing.
What are you laughing at?
Quack.
Ah, 23? No. How about $20 an hour? And you get a 500 signing bonus. That's higher than what you had before. No. But fine, I will go to 22 with the 500 bonus. $23.50. Final offer. There. Oh, that was more than what they originally had. It is definitely not, Riley. I have never lived in New York. But I do occasionally pull out a similar thing for you know, this game in particular because it is set in New York. What is what? We're gonna go this route because it's the only way I can keep track of these people for making sure they've got their outfits. Oh, right now I've got a Ather. So when I am Asher, I've got a particular voice for him, but yeah. All right, I got some.
The Asher is very evil.
Yes, I am super evil. Mahaha! As for my normal accent, technically speaking, I don't have one. It's actually something about having lived in the Midwest a lot. It is the most generic American accent there is. And yes, I am currently Ather, God of Death, Lord of Evil. And now I am climbing the corporate chain. Everything will be fine. Oh, there's another one?
Yes, nothing will go wrong.
Exactly, Neo. See, Neo gets it. They could all be trampled under my paws and I just win everything. Where's the fun in that? Let's let them have a fighting chance at least. All these so-called rivals. They like to think themselves my equals. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to show them how very, very wrong they are. Mahaha! Alright, Curtis. Welcome back, my premier XR head of HR management person thingamajig. Whatever. Schedule, Curtis. There. Who's Son? Oh, right, I got a new headhunter. Boom. You get all of these people under you. Unassign all. Unassign. And unassign. You shall handle everybody working at the dark area. And now we shall sort by insurance demand, and those that want gold health insurance can be covered under you as well. At least until we get to the point that we can cover everybody with that. Yes. Now you just fill. You fill. And you fill. There we go. And my employees. No, contacts. Yes. I need to call the hospital. Health insurance. Start new partnership thing. We want gold. Now let's go get more office phones set up. I think I bought too many office phones. But that's okay, I'll put the rest in storage. Go put all that in there. And then back out. And then these office chairs go over here. Alright. Now, my employees, let's go. We need to go get our schedule set up. Autofill. Confirm. Oh, there's some people that didn't get any work? Uh-oh.
That's illegal.
Well, it's not actually illegal. It just means that they're gonna leave. Okay, let's start with Carrie. You're satisfied, you're satisfied. You want full-time, and you were only assigned night shifts. I see. I don't like this. So we're gonna go ahead and unassign you from here. And then go back to the schedule. You're happy, you're happy, you're happy. You want no morning shifts, but apparently you were given morning shifts. Let's put you in here. And remove whichever morning shifts you were given. I don't see that you were given any morning shifts. Unless this is counted as a morning shift. Apparently it was. Okay. Well, you are happy now, so that's, I guess, good enough. Okay, so we've got almost full coverage on customer service. You get unassigned for now, because I don't need you at this business, after all. So Monday, Tuesday... Right, gotta make sure they're all happy. You want full-time and no morning shifts. You want only 4 days a week? Maybe I assigned a few too many people to this place. Unassign. Okay, aside from not having enough hours for a couple of you. Oh, Christopher, yeah, you've got no morning shifts, that's right. Well, Connie, you get... Oh, right. There. That'll work. And then... no morning shift, so not there, but what about if we put you here? What exactly is considered a morning shift to you people? Okay, so both of these shifts count as morning to them, I guess. Ugh. Alright, Christopher, you can go there. You can also go here. Here. And that's it. Okay. We got that taken care of. Lila, you want part-time hours. Okay. Is everybody happy now? Okay, everybody is happy right now. So I just need to fill in the rest of this stuff. Connie. Oh, you're already working there. Fine. David, you can work there. And then Sunday, we've got several positions that are not covered. Connie, we're going to move you there, and then have you come back in for the night as well. And one of you is going to be lucky enough to get an extra shift. Or I could just have them all work. Good night, Noelle. Thanks for coming by. There you go, Joseph. You get to cover that other shift. Oh, that's going to push you over part-time. Okay, fine. Instead, you come in for 4 hours there. And Carrie can have the other shift. There we go. We got all of our customer service covered. Now we got to cover security. All right, let's make sure our cleaners are good. Happy, happy. Oh, you want full-time. And you want full-time. And you only want part-time. Okay. Well, Rosa, you get to go elsewhere now. And instead, we'll split up your shifts between Lauren and Patty. Okay, so Lauren, you get to do cleaning there. Okay. There we go. We got our janitors taken care of. Our security guards are all happy with their hours right now, but we have shifts that are not covered, so... Naomi... And Christine... This schedule is so freaking weird. There. We have security covered. Mahaha! Oh, it's okay, Neo. It is that time of night. Okay. Mala's Neal is now open. Go. Go get your groceries. Now. Do it. Alright, so it should be open. I don't know if my employees will actually show up now that I've just opened, or if it'll open on the next day or what. I guess we'll find out. Let's go run over there and see. I mean, you could have always gotten your chicken kebabs at 3 in the morning, Neo. Well, not always, but now you... I just opened a supermarket. The chicken kebabs were open for a while now. Or a few days at least, 24/7. Oh yeah, I forgot that people want music in the stores. I need to go deal with that. No, you, Gib Gab. Alright, I'm driving again. Get out of my way! I got work to do. I'm pretty sure I've got an extra music thing in here. Oh, I had an extra security guard locker too. Good to know. And I also have security cameras. Oh no, no problem. Also, Gib Gab, you should come hang out. Vroom.
Keep Kappa duck. Eat the Kip Cap duck.
There y'all go. You got music. I'm gonna go buy a bag of pears and eat the entire bag of pears in one sitting. Because congratulations, I can do that. Oh, an entire bag of pears did not fill me up at all. The heck? Holy crap, we are, we are running out of product here. I would have got a whole bunch of extra too. Oh, okay, we've got plenty of it. We do have extra. It just needs to get restocked. Okay. So the pizzas are running out. Okay, so business is booming. We have sold 679 pizzas.
Aero class pizza at your service.
Yeah, we need to get more pizzas delivered here, I think. There we go. Hey, I'm driving here. Alright, let's go do some gaming. Man, these apples and bananas are really not going very far. Even though it's an entire bag of them.
Really?
Oh.
Someone thinks they can compete with my prices? Da hast du dich aber wirklich geschnitten, mein Schatz. I will slash my prices and knock your profit margins down, so customers are going to flock to me. Also mach dich bereit, because things are about to get real tough, mein Liebes.
We now have the Kip Cap duck.
Except Gib Gab's not really a duck. In fact, actually, I think Whiskers could really use a duck commission if anybody's interested.
Just a little hint, nudge, nudge.
Well, he's tired and could use the mental boost of doing duck. And actually, no, Neo, I've got a bunch of business rivals. Oh, Whiskers likes doing the ducks.
Duck. No, I was not talking about the animal, it's duck. There's a laser pointed at your forehead. I believe it's coming from the nearby building.
Oh.
Also, I was playing Fallout New Vegas and then I crashed when I did a weird thing. I accidentally entered next to the building, like, instantly. Because I alt-tabbed and I clicked E and then I clicked E again immediately and the game just, like, froze and crashed. I decided, okay, maybe enough for today. I was trying to mod the game and I was trying to make it quick because I didn't want to spend like 50 million hours modding it like I normally do, and then I just get tired and I play the game.
Correct, Neo. It is $30 for the ducks, for the duck icons. Though I do need to send it as an invoice, so message me on Discord if you would like to get one.
Annoying about it. But I like being able to sprint in a game that dominantly uses a first-person perspective. Not being able to sprint feels awful.
Ooh, I've moved ahead of somebody.
Soon enough, you'll even surpass Google.
Probably not.
Yes, you will. It's really easy. Look, if in the game a bomb went off in their office, it would be Joker for them, you know? That would be very evil.
Yeah.
Oh, she's lowered her prices on my best-selling products to steal my customers. Bitch, you've got 18 businesses and $1 million of income per week. I have a third of all of that, less than that, and you are worried about me? Okay. But apparently she has decided to try and steal my customers on French fries, sodas, and burgers. Okay. I can compete with that. Holy crap, she really reduced that price. What am I spending per fry? I'm paying 25 cents per French fry.
What? Like per individual fry?
Or per order. Per order of French fry.
I was about to say, yo, hold on.
25 cents per fry.
But this does mean that I can lower my prices quite a bit and still make a profit. So, what about the other things? Was burgers? Oh, burgers are inflated right now at 35 cents each. Where's the soda? Ah, there's the soda.
Worker.
And they are also inflated at 12 cents each. Yeah, I can I could really compete with her. Okay, let's fix some pricing here, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. $2.30 per can, and $4.50, and $9.10 for a burger. Beat that bitch.
I don't understand. Well, okay. I know landlords are terrible, but sometimes I don't understand them. I just like, hey, I have to raise my rent 50%. How do I kick out the tenants who I know can't pay, but they're good tenants? And I'm just like, hey, you have to raise your rent 50%. Oh, I have to pay off my debt that I took from gambling. Oh, of course. Everything makes sense now.
Oh, yes,
You're an
yes.
idiot. Like, you even see it in the way he describes the situation in this post. It's just like, so I've had these tenants for 5 years and they've been great. They fix everything. They do all the work. And I charge a slightly below average rent, but now I really need to raise it to cover for my gambling costs. How do I kick them out? Like, don't. I, I feel like you got a good thing going. You know, you have good tenants. They have a landlord that doesn't annoy them. Everyone's happy. You know, I don't know. Why are people? Landlord shouldn't. You should be forced to have a license to be a landlord. Not to own a home, just like be able to rent it out specifically. I know some states don't, and some states do. This should just be a worldwide thing. Even
Yes.
can you engage in corporate sabotage?
Not exactly.
Why not?
'Cause it's just the way it works.
I feel like you should be able to. That'd be very evil. You should throw a recommendation. It's just like submit feedback. Hey, can we do corporate sabotage?
That would be really evil.
It would be. It would be so much fun. Let's have some pears. And I'm going to switch.
Switching to your fire to the sidearm is always faster than reloading.
You guys get assigned to death gifts. Oh, assign business. Death gifts. Now, let's switch our schedule to 24/7. Mahaha! Oh, we've got missing spots in security guard and cleaning. But we do have customer service covered at all times. Oh, but you want full-time. You also want full-time. And you want full-time. Oh. We don't have enough room for everybody to have full-time.
My god, you're actually just a real-life corporation more and more.
What do you mean?
We can't pay all these full-time employees. We don't have enough room for them.
Well, I moved them over to other businesses.
Plastic.
Okay, so apparently that is considered night shift for them. Okay.
You know Skull Greymon, like the Digimon?
Yes.
I find it... I mean, okay, I know Digimon is always weird, right? Don't get me wrong. But I find it so weird.
I
that, like,
am?
Yes. You are weird.
Oh.
Look, I find it so weird. It's like, oh, what's Greymon's evolution chain if he goes full Greymon? Oh, you know, small dinosaur, big dinosaur, skull dinosaur, death machine dinosaur. Like, It makes sense in a weird way, but also it's so funky. Why do we go from dinosaur to fossil to robot?
So 1, 2, 3. You're only scheduled for 4 days.
So many days of work, though. Too many work days. Plus work days.
Okay, now you're happy. And you're happy.
Okay, sorry. I'm browsing through the Digimon wiki because I saw a thing and I'm looking at things because I'm looking at the Digimon substance comment and I love this one. The wiki's description is literally for Rise Greymon. The offensive power fired from the gigantic revolver in its left arm is said to rival that of a single nuclear warhead, and due to its tremendous power and recoil, it is normally impossible to rapid fire. And its first attack is high-speed, rapid-fire system revolver at the limits of Chrome Digisoid's endurance. Like, you gotta pick one. Is it possible or is it impossible? Damn it. That's so silly.
Okay, so we got everything covered except for security. We're gonna need at least one more security guard.
I mean, you can also just lock down your security guards. What's the worst that could happen? You know, maybe some theft. Some crimes. We really need to watch this podcast game again.
You need to do what?
I need to finish, like, I watched Digimon Ghost come up to, like, episode 20. I really need to go watch it again. And, like, actually watch it.
Oh.
Right, okay. Thing is, right, I love Digimon, but sometimes a lot in the anime it's just like, oh yeah, this Digimon is scary, and then it appears and it just like roars and blows up a building, and then they fight, and that's it. And it's like, oh, what's a Digimon Ghost Games like episode 1? Oh, look, it's Clockmon. Yeah, he hits people and steals their like actual lifetime, and just turns them into like a shriveled old person in a hospital bed. Oh, that's episode 1. Oh. We're actually going for it. We're actually making them kind of scary. It's the whole, like, if Pokemon were real, they'd be terrified. Like, it takes it kind of seriously. And I respect it. I never figured like these kinds of shows and horror would be a good combination, but it does actually come out to pretty neat, and I like it. Also, Gamamon is cute.
Gamamon is cute. But Labramon.
I love Labramon. Labramon's adorable. And its evolution is just bigger puppy. And I can get behind that.
Ah, people have demand for margaritas and martinis.
So you need to set up a bar.
Ooh. Actually, first I think I'm gonna go for programmer. Just because that sounds more fun. I want 6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
So now I need to go into Google Maps and find an office for rent. Oh, that's Murray Hill. I don't want Murray Hill. Garment District. 17 and 4, 10 and 4, 14 and 4. Okay, looks like this one's the best one. Let's rent it. Start new business. Web development agency. I need a name for it.
Name it Y. Not the letter Y. W-H-Y. W-H-Y, yeah. It'll be perfect.
Yep, tab. Send ref.
What?
Because I said so.
Ref of what?
You.
Oh, I see.
I'm confused here. And those. It probably worked. Since I'm sending you that, look at this. Found a cool art of Skull Greymon. I think it looks sick.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that does.
Wow.
Ah, we'll go with Marten TNT. Actually, we'll cancel that for now. We now own a web development agency.
Congratulations. You have peaked in life now. Prepare to make money. Probably. Maybe.
Possibly.
Oi! What's wrong?
What's
I
up?
open up the game and it goes like, select your save file. And I click on the wrong one, I immediately go no, and it just selects it anyway. Bro. Really?
Oi, get going! There we go. Vroom! Oops. That's gonna be expensive to fix. I'll worry about it later. Because I'm just constantly hearing sirens and glad that they're not coming for me. Because this game does not have that kind of stuff that I have to worry about. I can drive as crazily as I want.
Yeah. Faster. The speed limit is to be used. Rules are meant to be broken.
Okay. Four more computers. Thank you. Well, nobody's paid for a duck yet, Neo, but, well...
Duckification is happening.
Yes. Yes, it is. Oh no, I didn't want both of... Oh, crap.
Okay, there we go. GameCube mine's fixed.
Well, I overstocked my car anyways.
Yeah.
I wish it had an auto unpark button. It's nice to have auto park, but what about unpark?
No one part for you. You got right.
Yeah, these are my roads. I am
The
gonna...
police officer goes up to you and is just like, hey, you know how fast you were going? And you just like pull down the window and it's, well, you were going fast enough to catch me. I can pay the judge. You can.
I like the way you think.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is, you own the roads. You make the rules.
Well, I'm gonna be owning the roads.
Right. And like, if you own the rules and you can make, if you own the road and you can make the rule, you can always just say police are not allowed to travel above 5 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
And you are allowed to travel as fast as you want.
I like this idea.
Exactly. Okay, my enter key is not.
Your what is what?
My enter key works. It wasn't working and I made it work.
Oh.
Something like got stuck under it, so I just pressed it really hard and I think it'll work. Good.
Oh, I'm out of fresh food? Uh-oh. Okay,
You get more food per mile.
logistics, you... Mollis Neil, we are going to stock 1,000 fresh food. And frozen food. And 1,000 ice cream. Actually, I guess I should actually look at this. Oh, wow. I really should have adjusted prices, too. Huh. Wow. We are not getting... Well, then again, we just opened, so I guess that makes sense. Alright, cheapest price for fresh food is $10.24, so we shall set to $10.20. Bag of lettuce typically goes for $8.70, so we will do $8.60. Tomatoes, $8, so they will be $8. Or $8.06 is the cheapest. Bananas, $6.02, so we'll do 6. What's up?
You know when you see like a bit of text, you immediately go like instant flashback, just like instant PTSD right there.
Somewhat.
I opened up the Mountain Cyber Sleuth because I wanted to go through Hacker's Memory because I haven't done that yet. And it just scrolls through like some chat comments, you know, like it just makes up some chat comments for a scene. And one of them is just the server's down again, and I'm just like, I read it, and it's just like the instinctive. Oh no. Okay, no, don't worry about it. We have too many issues with that. So if you really think about it, butterflies are just insect birds.
Sure.
Yeah. Right?
I suppose.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Alright, our web development agency is ready to go. As soon as I've got employees.
Do you really need employees in a company, though?
Yes.
I propose you take the true corporate route. Make a successful company and then fire all the employees.
But then who will do the work?
Nobody. The company is making money, and it's a software company. It can run itself, right?
No.
Yeah. Plus, imagine how evil it'd be. If the page fails, you just cause a catastrophic market failure once you become a big enough company.
No.
It's like, imagine if tomorrow YouTube went down. Forever.
I'd rather not.
You could blow up the internet.
But I live with the internet. I like the internet.
You live in the digital. That's different from the internet, right?
He uses the evil net.
That's true.
There, we got security and... Oh, there's a shift that's not covered. There we go. Now we're good. Or not. Maybe I should just stop talking at this.
Silly.
Okay, you work half this shift. And you work the other half. There we go. Now our schedule's good. Cool. Got this. Gib Gab's duck is already done.
Oh, what? What's done?
Duckification complete.
I didn't even get a commission for it. Hold on, what? You were scheming something back. What? What?
No.
Have been
Quack.
ducked.
But when did that even get done? What?
Crack.
You what?
When did that even get done? What?
It just got done. Whiskers is very fast with ducks. They're in your DMs. Whiskers says Gib duck.
Whiskers, you absolute
Gib
bellend.
duck.
To be fair, these ducks take like 5 minutes.
No, I didn't even commission. What?
Well, I mean, if you want to commission it, we can. I can send the invoice. You what?
I'll probably get around for something later. I was probably going to save up at the end of the month once I made another payment to car insurance, and then I'll see how much I have left. And I want to actually get art for several ones. I barely ever get art.
Well, you just got art. It's gift art.
But, you know, it's gift art. You know.
Now you should change your Taki icon.
You know, I'm doing it. I'm trying to find the links. I messed up my bookmarks.
Here you go.
I got it. It's fine. It wasn't my bookmarks. It was just buried about 3 folders deep into a folder. Can I choose which Discord to log in on? In my Discord. Whiskers out there. I'll get back to you. I'll get back for this. Look at you.
Back.
Yes, I swear. You'll see.
I mean, to be fair, this was my plan. But
I'll
if you
get
want
for
to,
this.
but if you want to get Whiskers back in a good way, go for it.
You'll all see. You'll all see.
Okay.
Go figure this out. Desktop.
Would anybody else like a duck icon? Whiskers loves doing them. They're $30. Comes with a talking and non-talking version. Just message me on Discord. or Telegram. Same name there as here on stream. Also, hello, Seamus. How are ya? Also, Death Gifts is now open 24/7. Wow! Now, I need to go make a stop at my warehouse.
You for being a gremlin, and Whiskers for being a goblin.
No, Whiskers
And
is
me.
Ghost.
Goblin ghost.
Whiskers is Ghost Duck.
Y'all. I know. Quack.
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 Boy. I feel like at some point you're just gonna have a parade of ducks along the hockey icon part of your screen. There's just gonna be like a continuous line of ducks.
Actually, we've had that multiple times.
Not
Quack.
enough, clearly. I haven't seen a dozen ducks in PC.
Well, like, we've had everybody in VC beat ducks before, multiple times.
Fair enough.
Alright, so we got our fresh food in there.
Okay.
Whiskers says he loves your Sona.
Me too. How's that mean? That's more than I'm saying.
Now it is stuck.
Yes, now it is duck.
Quack. Quack.
Quack.
Quack.
Quack.
Quack.
I even have duck talkies for most of my characters.
I'm not surprised.
I guess I should say, it's actually not most of them, it's, 2 of them, but... Whiskers, I need more ducks. I have many characters. How about a uniform? What? Some of my people not set to have a uniform? Oh no.
Uniforms are stinky. Why have
You
uniforms
have
when you can have dual forms? Or triforms even.
We have a new canvas.
Oh my god, Whiskers.
Yeah. Whiskers is dangerous when Whiskers open a new canvas. Like, you gotta keep an eye on it at some point. I swear.
Asher is not abused.
God of evil must not be disgraced in such a way. Or God of death. Actually, no. I am declaring that I now have that. That is part of my domain as well. Yes. I am also God of Evil. Mahaha!
You now also have plushie. Like Ratatouille.
Okay, I had one security guard that did not have a uniform. This has been fixed.
Was that like preventing your whole team from working?
No, it was causing people to complain.
Oh. Aren't people complaining? Like, it's just a uniform. It's so huge.
People are saying they're not going to spend that much on what I've got in here, and yet I've got the lowest prices around.
I mean, look, I think everyone says that. It's like with buying a PC. Nobody ever wants to pay the price it costs to build a PC, but everyone buys one anyway.
Who are you and where do you work? The dark area?
The dark side.
Apparently, people are wanting extra computer monitors. Very well. I have no idea which desk you work at, though.
How many do they want, though? That's the real question.
They just want one.
Did you not put monitors in PCs?
Oh, I got the full computer, so it comes with, you know, mouse, keyboard, monitor.
Oh, so they want like a second monitor.
Yeah, they want a second monitor. But I have no idea which desk they work at, so I have no idea which one to get a computer monitor for.
I mean, I will be honest. That tilts me to here at work. For the simple reason that I swear, like... I swear most people don't need a second monitor. And it, like...
I will wholeheartedly defend that people need second monitors.
No. You haven't seen people work. I have seen people who have, like, their email open on their second monitor. And, like, a big text document open on the first, like, their main monitor, right? And they're working on it. And then they finish working on the text document, and they save, and then they like minimize that tab, and I just see their taskbar is full of open documents and shit, and they work on a single monitor all the time. Like, their second monitor is useless. They just work on their first one. But if we try to take their second monitor, they get super tilted, and it's like, you're not using it. I can see you're not using it. I see you type with 2 fingers.
Okay, fair. I know on my end of things, like,
Yeah.
3 monitors does not feel like enough.
No, I know. I mean, if I want a consistent second monitor because I have my laptop as my second monitor via wireless display, but it'll just randomly freeze, and like if I'm watching a stream, the chat stops scrolling by because it just freezes, and it's like what? So like I want a proper second monitor and not a monitor that freezes most of the time. And at work, I need a third monitor. I just haven't gotten around to installing it. I don't know why. I can do it any day. I will one of these days. But like, yeah, no, it's so painful watching people not know what like Alt Tab is. And then I tell them. And they use it and they're like, wow, this is incredible. And then like they forget about it immediately. And I'm like, please.
One sec. Alright. Sorry, Rex wanted to talk for a moment.
Right.
Oh, wait, I don't need to go back in there. I need to go off to figure out who the heck is working or what desk this person's working at and to give them their second monitor. Thankfully, not all of my employees request one. This is the first time, actually.
Good.
Oh, I went too far.
All I'm saying is normally we default to giving people 2 monitors, and I've just stopped doing so because most people, when someone asks for it, that tells me they saw someone else and they want it because someone else has one. And if I know them and I know them well enough, I'll give them one of the shit monitors, and I'll take the good monitors to actually use them where they need to be used. Or I'll just like, okay, fine, have your second monitor. You do actually need it. I can see by the way you work. Also, total question, Whiskers. What kind of monitor do you need? Because if you just need like a 27-inch 1080p monitor, that's like $100.
He is kind of barely making ends meet.
That's totally fair. But I'm kind of curious as to like monitor requirement for artists in this case.
Oh no, I can't even see who. I can't see which one of these is who. Isaac, you are logistics manager. Okay, fudge it! Everybody's getting a second monitor.
Actually, I mean, it makes sense you need a good color range for a monitor. But I'm curious, like, what does that go for in a monitor? You know, like, what kind of stat do you look at there? Or what kind of, feature set from on video looking in that case. Select particular color accuracy, sRGB range. I know how to buy monitors for most layperson out there. I love buying monitors for university because I look for the cheapest shit that we need, and that's really easy to find. I never actually thought of a monitor price. That's an unknown, and I love that one. Learn about it.
Still have not found the one that requested this second monitor. I'm literally moving it from desk to desk. Oh, there's somebody in here that doesn't have a uniform. But yeah, I'm just going with everybody gets a second monitor. It's like, holy way.
Do you hire like a manager that takes care of all of this, or do you have to take care of all of it yourself?
As far as I'm aware, this is stuff I've got to take care of myself.
Wow.
Oh, some of my headhunters. I'm glad I went with the more expensive phone because some of them want any phone, some want... Oh, thank you. Good boy. Rex has brought me foods. I am very grateful. So Whiskers did not really process most of what you said there, Gib Gab.
Yeah, I'm replying. I'm just trying to find the right words for it because I need to get some mundane monitor terminology. I haven't done it in forever, but I'm more so curious. I'll type it out because I figure doing art and listening not easy. Yeah, I like, I'll admit, I kind of like nerding out a little bit about the particulars of things for the specific reason that it's very nice to be informed of like all the little things in terms of like for gaming monitors. If someone told me, oh, I want like a quick little budget gaming monitor, get a VA panel. They're probably going to be affordable. Get a 1080p 27-inch. That's your budget gaming monitor. Very average. you need something with a lot of brightness, we can look at the nits in the monitor. Different monitors will go for 300, 500. I've seen like 1,000 nit monitor. I've seen monitors that are bright enough that you actually need sunglasses while looking at it if you crank up the brightness to maximum, because it will actually hurt your eyes if you use it indoors. Just, you know, there's little things with monitors. Panel type is already like a big one. But I never thought about like color coverage for the simple reason that like for me it's not a big priority, but I can imagine for some it is. But then like I don't know how you measure like color accuracy or color coverage on a monitor. Basically, I want to be a nerd about this. don't at me. Don't judge me. That's totally fair, Whiskers. I'm gonna look into this. My curiosity gets the better of me. In a week's time, I'll come back and I'll be like, alright, I know everything about monitors. And then I'll realize I don't. You know, that's beside the point. Help Razin qualify for Plus. Level up your support by upgrading today. Upgrade sub. Wait, you can upgrade Rex?
I don't think so. Rex is already amazing as he is.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Neo, to answer the question that you asked a bit, currently my plans are to stick with Mirai doing the talkie icons, and then having Whiskers start taking over the group art.
So that's the thing, Whiskers. The one thing I pretty much kind of know, probably would want to verify with some people, is that basically for panels, there's a lot of like differences, but as far as I understand, artists generally prefer IPS panels because it's a lot more color accurate, and the viewing angles tend to be less annoying. But normally, like, people avoid them because in like darker scenes in movies and games, the contrast is not very good, and it has like backlight bleed, so it makes these dark scenes pretty meh. So most people don't use them. Most people just go for a VA panel because they're better. But I have an artist friend, and now she was like, "Hey, I want a gaming monitor," and I recommended her one, and she was like, "I'll kill you if you recommend me a VA panel again. I need an IPS panel." And I'm like, "Oh." We were being dramatic. She was being dramatic about it, of course, but yeah. So I'm pretty sure IPS would be the way to go. But then it's like, there's so much. And like, an OLED panel would probably be great. If I had to take a guess, but they're so expensive. But they look so good. Pixel, perfect coloring. Perfect blacks. They're so expensive. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to get one when I got my first monitor, and then I saw how much they cost, and I'm like, no. Fuck that. Sometimes I have thought about, like, what if I just go to some country where selling your organs is legal and I just sell one of my kidneys? And then I think it's probably better not to. But sometimes I'm really tempted. Kidney worth?
What was that?
How much is a kidney worth?
No idea.
Ugh, $1,000 to $10,000. Fuck that. I don't want more for that. You told me I'd get like 100 grand for my kidney, I'd probably sell it and buy a house. It's the only way to survive in the modern economy. Ooh, Prime Day's coming up. I gotta say about it. Hey, Zay.
Yes.
You and your artists have Amazon Prime Day discounts.
What was that?
Do you and your artists have Amazon Prime Day discounts?
No.
Maybe. Maybe you should start that. You have like your own little ZGF subscription, and when the time comes around, you can use it and get a discount. I mean, I guess I'll just be your Twitch. You just do a thing, and it's like, if you've been subscribed for 12 months or more, you can get a discount of like 10% on my stream anniversary. Stay subscribed for a whole year just to save like $5. Let's go. Maybe more like 10. Yeah. You know what I never realized until today, by the way? No, okay. I realize it every time I like see it and then think about it. But like, I swear, every time I feel like I realize how long her puppy is, I never realized how long she really is. She's so long. I love her so much, but like, she's so long.
I think you might lose your shit if you saw a Marten then.
Well, no, the problem is like Martens are long, and that's fine, but like, puppies aren't normally that long. She's just long and small. She's a wiener dog. She's a dachshund. But like, she's so long. They just look. I still like. It makes me smile so much when she curls up in a little donut, and it's just like long but donut now becomes round. Yes, exactly, Whiskers. That's what she feels like sometimes. Like, sometimes I look at her and this is just like, yes, this is her. Exactly.
Neo, I swear to all that is holy and sacred, you need to stop being so vague about everything.
No, that's the thing. She doesn't like leave a space in the middle. She like curls up into a full-size donut. She's like, whoop, becomes a croissant. Yes, exactly like that. Like she does that, and I'm just like donut, and I want to like grab her while she's like bundled up into a little ball. And it's super funny. She does that like to relax, but then she doesn't sleep like that. Like she splays out when she sleeps, and like her main like sleeping like little cage bed thingy. It's fine, like it's good for her size, but we have a couple of beds that we have for her on the living room, and like we have one where we kind of leave her whenever we leave the house because we keep her there so that she like that whole area is free of anything on the floor. Like she can't just go and bite anything randomly. We keep that area very clean for her. And when we do that, she'll like splay out on the bed, but she's outgrown it a little bit, and so like she like hangs her head off the bed a little bit, and we're just like just curl up into a little ball. Like you don't have enough space properly the way you're trying to lay down. Just curl up so you don't like hurt your neck. And she loves laying with her neck outside the bed. But then in her main, exactly, that's what she does. She like lays her head off the side, and I'm like, please no, your neck. It's puppy, please. That's exactly what she does. But then when she's in her main bed, where she has enough room, she curls up. And I'm like, why are you like this? And whenever we leave like a little shirt or a pillow laying around, I try to like prop her head up with it so it's not like hanging off that little bed. And then she moves away from it, and I'm like, you're going to be hurting your neck like years down the line, and you're gonna regret this. She's a very good dog. I love her, but I want her to like be healthy like a decade from now. Which is like the other thing I don't understand, because Dachshunds are not supposed to jump. It's not good for them. They're long dogs. They're meant to go in little tunnels. They're not meant to jump. And she's a fucking bunny. She jumps all the time for anything and everything. And we have to try so hard to not have her jump. But she loves jumping. And her favorite thing to jump on is your leg. She'll like jump on and like try to climb on your leg and just like demand attention or whatever, or bite your leg and just be like, give me attention, play with me, whatever. And you're just like, please stay on the ground. You don't need to jump. It's not good for their backs. But she loves doing it. Oh no, you don't understand. She doesn't just bite. She doesn't bite hard, to be fair. Like she's only hurt like a couple of times biting, and it's mostly because she's puppy. She doesn't really know how to control her bite. She's kind of learning. The thing she loves to bite the most is the sleeves of shirts and sweaters. I've held out my hand, and like she'll nibble on it a little bit and let go. But then if I have a sweater with long sleeves and I tuck my hand in my sleeve, so like it's only the sleeve without my hand, she'll like grab it and dig her teeth into it and try to bite through it and leave little holes on the sleeves. And I'm just like, why are you like this? Who taught you to love to bite sleeves? Because the problem is it was me. I let her play with my sleeves when she was like a couple of months old. And she loves biting the sleeves because like she like poke her whole like teeth through it. And I'm just like, why did I teach her this? Why have I made this mistake? She's so
Whiskers.
She's just drawn. Whiskers is a drawn puppy.
Kip cap, kip cap, kip cap.
What? It's not my fault that Whiskers decided to draw a puppy, but I respect it. But yes, that's exactly what she does. She loves biting sleeves. Sleeves, and if you don't pay attention to her, she'll bite your pants and like try to drag you to play with her. Because she figured out that by being annoying and getting us to chase her, she gets more attention. Mainly thanks to Dad, because Dad thinks that the way you train puppies is by yelling at them and not by positive reinforcement. So obviously dog gets yelled at and dog's just like, ooh, attention. Let me go bite more things. We were trying so hard to train Puppy, and Dad single-handedly ruined like months of training in a single day. We taught her so hard to not get on the couch, and you know what Dad did on like day 2 of being here for a month? He grabbed her and he put her on his lap in the couch, and Puppy just began to climb up the couch freely, and we were just like, it's over. So we got a little like cushioned staircase, and we put that against the couch, and it's exactly the couch's height, so she'll climb up the little like cushioned stairs instead of jumping on the couch because it's better for her back. And now she has a bed on the couch. We put a little like cushion bed for her on the couch specifically for her. Oh my god. This is cute. He does sometimes just stare at you confusedly like that, and it's so cute. Sometimes if you make a noise and she doesn't understand what the noise is because you're making it for the first time, she'll like tilt her head, and if you make it again, she'll tilt it more to one side, and you make it again, she'll tilt it again. And then like once she reaches like the limit of head tilting, if you make it again, she'll like tilt it the other side and really start like continue the thing again. And I'm just like, I love making weird noises that she doesn't understand just for that reaction. And you can only ever get it like 2 times out of her, because then she begins to understand you're making a noise and she loses interest. But yeah, it took 2 days, and she unlearned do not get on the couch. The only place in this... Let her on the couch. And you know what his excuse was? I didn't let her on the couch, I put her on my lap. He still refuses that he's the reason she learned to get on the couch. She's not that long, but she does occupy an entire couch spot by herself. We gave her like the little couch spot, and she's just like, it's her spot. She has a free couch spot just for her. But yeah, she never got on the couch, and now she does all the time. If you sit on the couch, she'll run up the couch and sit down next to you. It's very cute. We just didn't want her to get on the couch because she has already begun biting the couch, licking the couch. And when she goes bathroom on the couch, we're going to sit down.
What happened?
No, I'm just watching Whiskers haul, but this is so cute. Hey, look, if you do want, I will send you a picture of Puppy. We have started accumulating so many pictures of her, but she's so cute. She's like, normally Dashes are like a little like wrinkly, a little skinny, like skinny-ish, but she's so fluffy. I love her. We actually got like a picture of her making a funny face, and we put it on like it's supposed to be like a picture of a dog reading a newspaper on the bathroom, and we put her face on that, and we framed it on the bathroom. The guest bathroom. She has taken over our lives since she's been here less than a year. Worth it. But yeah, it's...
Oh, hey, I got an achievement for hiring and scheduling at least 5 programmers. Except I did 6! For now, that business is only open on Saturdays and Sundays until I get employees. I need more workers. Because I figured out how the headhunter works, and it wasn't how I thought it worked before. Those little markers make a lot more sense, because it's like, why does it cost me things to say, yes, I want somebody that's part-time or full-time? And now I understand that it's actually meaning that that's stuff I don't want. So I hired a bunch of people that are full-time instead of, or that are part-time instead of full-time. When I wanted full-time. So I put them to work on the weekends.
You got him.
Well, I think I'm gonna go.
Good night.
Night night.
Easily quiet.
Thank you.
Sorry, I got distracted. I don't know why I went to look for a picture of the puppy, and I'm just scrolling pictures of the puppy. Oh my god, she's grown up so much in like just a few months. She's so small. She used to like fit in one hand, and now she like I can't fit her on two hands. I can barely fit her like by cradling her in my arms. She's so long.
Okay, do you have what I need? I doubt it, but I'm gonna go take a look. No, well, you do have a cleaning station. I do need one of those. Oh, right, you do have a water cooler, but it's not for sale. I can look at your water cooler, but I cannot buy it.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Okitsu!
My stream with 17 viewers.
Hey, Okitsu, how are ya? How was your stream? Would you like a regular shout out or a random clip from your channel brought up? Hello there, Mini Logo. Hello, Alex. Alright, Gip Gap, you're up.
Oh yeah. Give me a sec.
And he didn't stay till the end. How rude.
I know!
It's okay. Oh my god. Guys, look.
Whoa!
I have ascended.
How did you do that?
I saw it.
Ah!
Well, you see, I pushed the balloon into the corner and I
Oh, yes, I remember that scene. With the balloons. Hey, Alex. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. I am Raw Zim. I do all sorts of things. Right now, I am running a corporation of all sorts of businesses. Being entrepreneurial. We do lots of other things, though. We've also got Whiskers here doing art down there in the bottom left. We've got many tabletop games here, Pathfinder, several Pokemon games, a Digimon tabletop RPG. We have several other artists that come and join us throughout the week. We've got other games we do, mostly Guild Wars 2 and Big Ambitions this week, but there's others that I sprinkle in. And then there's, yeah, I guess that's actually mostly it. Anyways, thank you so much for the raid, Kitsu. It's good to see you again. I hope you had a great stream. Well, I guess you did say you had a great stream. I am all over the place today. But we're having a good time. Mostly my brain is in number, and figuring out things on this. Numbers. And right now I am about to go order some food from my restaurant because I am hungry. And also a good opportunity to keep an eye, to take a look at how things are going here. Oh yeah, I guess I have been going for that long. Holy crap.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm still going.
I'm not planning to stop yet. I'm having fun.
Damn.
What?
For real. Yes! I'm so happy with Past Me. I was like, oh yeah, it's getting late. I then thought like, damn, I really want to watch a movie. I might go upstairs and watch a movie later. And then I look over, I'm like, damn, I forgot to charge my headset. But I look over and I see the little green light saying that it's charged. And it's like, yes, good job, Past Me. You remembered to charge the headset. I'm so proud of you.
Okay.
I love it when Past Me does good things for like present me, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Ah! Oh, the glow sticks! How could you, Kitsu? How could you? I thought we were friends.
Got it.
I think I might need to put in another cash register in there. Jeez.
Yeah, well, you know what, Kitsu? You're still a cute bastard.
He is. Alright, delivery for all my people in here. Because I have no idea whose desk it was that requested a second monitor, so everybody's getting a second monitor. One of my employees wanted a second monitor, so yeah. Yes, they are purple.
Purple. Purple.
I think you're just
Girl.
biased, Neo.
Look. Purple. 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 Purple.
I would hate to have this monitor set up because I'm forced to have one monitor overlapping another.
Purple.
Ow.
Purple.
Ow. I'm fine. I'm fine. Ish. Maybe.
Purple. This is where Asher develops an irrational fear of purple.
Is it that irrational?
It
Or
is
irrational?
super irrational. Trust me. You can't dislocate the limbs if they're not real limbs.
But they are real limbs.
I don't know. You said you were digital.
What does that have to do with anything?
Is it really realistic if it's digital? You know?
I still have feelings.
Yeah, but is it digital pain or is it real pain?
It's real pain.
How do you know? Have you ever felt it?
Yes.
I don't know. Here, I'll give you a quick demonstration.
Oh no. Now they're closed. Ow!
Yeah, there we go.
Jive
See?
Gap cheered with
That's
500 eggy bitties.
Oh.
What? I'm just being evil.
Being a jerk.
Yeah. Isn't that part of being evil? Or do you think you have to be good to be evil?
There's some things you don't do.
Like what?
Like hurting me.
Why not?
Because.
Wouldn't it be evil if I did it though? Not following the rules.
No. It's just mean.
It's evil.
Alright, slept in my car for 20 hours just to be able to get this other order.
Purple.
You know what? I'm gonna have a pizza.
I want pizza.
Well, maybe if you were nice, I'd give you one.
I'll make one. We have a first pizza, yo.
Yeah, but I'm getting a fresh one.
Ooh. No.
A very expensive fresh one, but a fresh one. Jeez. They charge $32 for a pizza here?
Not even here. And food here is cheap. Holy shit. I better be a damn good pizza.
I mean, this is New York, so...
Yeah, but like, New York pizza's bad. So, it should be cheap. I say yes, your channel suddenly gets flooded with hate bots and spam.
Yeah...
Just flip it and send it to Larry and let's see where they agree.
I mean, of course, Weirdy's gonna agree.
Yeah. For no reason, Larry's clearly just saying the truth.
Alright, fresh delivery of chairs. Since apparently some of you want this special chair and I have no idea who's what desk and whatnot, so y'all get an upgrade.
That is intensely hilarious to me. Oh my god. Okay, so my car right now, right? Car I got, it's a Kona from Hyundai. Fair enough. Whatever. The thing that makes it really funny is my sister and her husband, they went on a honeymoon to Hawaii. And unbeknownst to me, one of the islands they really, really loved was Kona. So they want to have two dogs. They want to have a female dog called Kona and a male dog called Maui.
Hard Wolf Essex cheered with 100 egg
Oh!
bitties.
Artie! Hello! Thank you for those biddies! And you've started a hype train!
Fuck.
Agalithis, man.
Was it supposed to start on 3?
What was that?
Wasn't it supposed to start on 3 things? Or is it 2?
They've been changing things about how they work.
Oh, good. I love Twitch.
Another loyal devotee.
One sick puppy, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome.
No sick puppy.
Actually, I suppose I can go ahead and give this place. Ow!
Jive Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties.
Well, you got your start of the hype train. Ow.
Worth it.
Jive Gap cheered with 500 eggy bitties.
What? Something something-y?
That just hurt.
It should. That just proves you're
Jive
a
Gap
real
cheered
puppy.
with 500 eggy bitties.
How many have you given?
3. 4 counting the last one. 5 counting this one.
Oh! I'm surprised you're not going for the 1500 one.
Jive Gap cheered with 500 eggy
Well, at least go do your job on that bot.
I am. Give me a second. We just didn't have mon icons enabled. Turning them on. But Twitch is being stupid and not turning them on. I'll go timeout. There we go, better.
There we go.
Or
Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now I'm just waiting for more employees there to get it fully operational.
sometimes I think about it, right? And it's like, I know it's not the case in like 99.99% of cases, but you ever think about sometimes if one of these people just walks in and tries to make like a, I'm selling cheap views on blah blah blah, and they just instantly get banned for forever and reported to Twitch just for trying to make a really bad taste joke.
Oh, I'm certain there's a few of them. But those people have to expect to have been to get banned for it.
Yeah, the consequences of your action on one hand, on the other, that would be a real bro moment. I mean, look, on the flip side, you know, if they're a real viewer and they want to appeal the ban with Twitch, they can return in like a couple days.
Oh, she had to close down one of her stores. Let's see here. What else do we have going on around here? 5 cups, huh? What about this? Oh, that's a warehouse. I could probably use another warehouse, actually. I need more money. And the hype train is a success! Thank you for the support, guys. Mostly GipCap. But also you too, RD. And of course all of you coming by and hanging out.
Sweet, sweet ad rev. Yeah, you know, company and chats.
Hey, Frost.
Oh, right. I want the noodle Asian one. This is so cute.
Oh! That's a lot of money.
Oh, did you find a warehouse full of money?
Oh, no, I found a building that, it's very expensive to purchase.
Fair enough. Oh, that reminds me.
But it looks like I can actually purchase, apartments and such. Can I rent those out?
I was thinking of a game basic to go about it.
Oh.
On one hand, I was about to say, like, have you played Startup, what's the name of the game again?
Startup Company?
Startup Company? Yeah.
I have not, but it is from the same developer.
Yeah.
And I do own it, and I've got an interest in doing it at some point.
I've seen a lot of very fun memes with it. I don't know as to, like, its particular quality. I always figured it looks fun. But then while I was looking for it, I found another one, and it's called Software Inc., and it actually looks interesting. I might pick it up. If only for the fact that I can actually, like, build the offices and shit. I see a lot of colorful menus, and my brain just goes burr.
Oh,
This is how you advertise a game.
apparently there is negative interest?
Yeah, you know, getting a return on your investment, or on your on your debt.
No, this is a weekly fee the bank charges you if you hoard too much money in the bank instead of spending or investing it.
Oh, Nick. Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, when you finish reading, I'll let you. I can explain it. I don't know if you're still reading it.
Oh, I'm replying to a message real quick. One sec. I'm just trying to figure out how, I'm trying to figure out how the... I'm wondering if I can actually rent out buildings.
So we're going from CEO RP to landlord RP.
I mean, basically, yes.
The progression. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
More.
Alright, well, Market Insider...
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Hey there, Nightfirer! Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? Hey, Nightfirer. How was your stream? Thank you for sharing your community with me. Yeah, Whiskers decided to have some fun tonight. Though, unfortunately, Whiskers is finished for this evening. So, it'll just be me on the Gib Gab until the Gib Gab leaves.
Never. I'll be
Oh,
here
cool.
all night. All time.
That works for me.
Oh yeah, Whiskers, if you want puppy pictures, feel free to DM me on Discord. I'll send puppy pictures. If they're still around. That's what I was gonna say, right? Negative interest rates. Yeah, I can explain that actually. There's a very interesting logic behind it.
Go for it.
Okay, so basically, interest rates are how central banks try to control borrowing and saving in an economy. Which is to say, banks take money from the central bank, basically. Most of the time when we refer to interest rates, there is some bleed over to the consumer sector, but not directly. So effectively, when the central bank sets an interest rate, it's more so for the banks that are either borrowing or saving money from the central bank. And this mostly has to do with business cycles. So you know how like economies will do well and then do poorly, and you'll have like depressions and like periods of growth.
Yes.
Economic theory beforehand used to be like make economy go burr forever, more harder forever, right? Which is good, except for the fact that effectively a lot of the times when you push an economy to grow like that, if you don't focus on sustainable growth, what you're effectively doing is you're usually creating a bubble of some kind. You're either creating a bubble, you're creating excess production, you're creating a lot of like, you're inflating the economy. If that happens, it'll have to level out and deflate to its period of like where it should be instead of being too high. And that's where we see business like cycles. So if you push your economy really hard to grow really fast, you'll probably also have a really big crash. Other circumstances not foreseeing this. Central banks have a really, really powerful tool to control this, which is the interest rate. And effectively, if you set your interest rate higher, banks want to keep the money because they're getting paid to keep the money. If inflation is 3% and I think the economy is growing way too quickly and it really needs to slow down, I might set a 5% interest rate. So suddenly, banks actually earn money for just the holding it in the bank account.
Real quick. Alright, Nightfirer. Sleep well. And that is definitely interesting.
Good night. Yeah, because the main thing the bank wants to do is make money. And if they're being paid for like just having money there, why would they risk borrowing money to other people when they can just keep it? And that's entirely the point. You want to slow down spending. You want to slow down the economy a bit, like let it cool off a bit more so it's more sustainable. And part of that comes down to also having the tool for the opposite. When the economy crashes, one of the things you can do is lower interest rates. Because when you lower interest rates, since banks get paid less money to banks get paid less money to hold the money, they're more willing to borrow it out. Because suddenly, instead of earning a 5% return on investment for just holding money there, suddenly they're losing money. You know, like the inflation is 3% annually, and they're getting 1% interest rate. No, you can have the money. You might as well give me like a small return on investment, more than just this interest rate. So would you raise interest rates during economic growth periods to like slow down economic growth to a sustainable level? You're also creating kind of like a buffer for when the economy crashes and you need it to speed up. And exactly the opposite is true. If you lower interest rate, banks are incentivized to loan out money to business loans, to home loans, to mortgages. And because they really want to lend out that money, they're more likely to offer more permissive interest rates to, you know, be more like, here, I'll give you a cheaper loan, I'll give you a more forgiving loan. This is less bad for me to do that than it is for me to just keep this money there. And so interest rates essentially take advantage of the profit mode of banks and of just usually the way banks like to loan money. Now, normally, interest rates don't go below zero. In fact, interest rates almost never hit zero. When things are very desperate, or when you have a very specific economic outcome you want to achieve, you can make interest rate negative. And that is basically kind of a really hardcore option to try to get money spent in the economy. Because even if a bank doesn't get charged to keep money in their account, banks, you know, they might lose a little bit to inflation, but they're still like holding their money there. Because to a bank's logic, would I rather invest in this really risky business, or would I rather not and just lose a little bit of money? I could lose the entire loan, or I could lose a little bit of money. But the bank is gonna like not invest in the risky business. If you set your interest rate negative, banks get charged by the central bank to keep money in the account. And so suddenly they really want to spend that money. They really want to loan it out. They really want to offer business loans. They really want to offer you home loans. And they're going to be much more likely to offer either more forgiving terms, or they're much more likely to just like be more forgiving with their terms. You know, like, oh, it's really risky, but I want to invest in you. And the point of this is to spur economic growth. So whereas high interest rates will kind of slow down economic growth, low interest rates and even negative interest rates will just get, you know, it'll get money flowing, it'll get banks to loan out that money, it'll get money in people's pockets and businesses for investments. And it's meant to counteract a really nasty depression. And negative interest rates are just really uncommon. They do it, so like, countries have done it before. It's just, you know, not the norm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not like any of these companies are actually just sitting there with a whole bunch of money in their pockets. All these big owners and stuff, they invested. So it's not like they're ever going to be at risk of that anyways.
Well, that's why it's not about the companies, it's about the banks. So like, a bank might normally go, I'd rather not loan you this money and just keep it in the account to make a better investment in the future. Whereas if you decrease interest rates, they might be more willing to just loan it anyway because they lose less money that way. You know, it messes with their risk factor in investments and giving out loans.
Fair enough.
In turn, usually it means businesses and people get more money loaned out and they can spend more in the economy, which is kind of trying to jumpstart the economy. That's why next time you see a really nasty depression, you'll see Federal Reserves or central banks lower interest rates. And whenever the economy is doing really well, they'll slowly raise interest rates to try to level it out and prevent it from just like overgrowing.
I have definitely learned more about this stuff today than I have ever known.
I mean, it just always got me curious, right? Like, why does a country not want the economy to grow more and more? Because, like, on surface level, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, why would you raise interest rates when the economy is doing well? That's kind of the point. It's like saving money when you have, like, when you have a good job and you have things are cheap. You might as well save a bit of money so that in the case you do have an emergency, you have a windfall. You don't want to just spend all of your money forever. You could if you have a good job, but what are you going to do if, like, you get fired? Or if, you know, I don't know, like, you encounter an emergency? Countries kind of want to do the same on a broad scale. Yes, you do want the economy to grow, but you also want to be smart about it. You want to, when times are good, you want to create, like, a cushion for yourself. You want to create a net, like, that you can fall back on. And it's not even, like, lowering the deficit. That's a thing that, like, is separate. Because, like, a lot of times people see a deficit for a country as a net negative. Because, like, well, if a business loses money, that means it's a bad business, right? So if a country loses money, that means it's bad. But not really. Because really successful businesses are often run on a loss. they constantly take on more and more debt. It's just that they grow faster than the debt does. Yes, there's a limit to where, like, you don't want to have way too much debt, because that's bad for you. It's really risky and unsustainable. But, like, if your company's growing 50% annually, and you're taking on, like, 10% debt annually, your company's worth more than the debt it's taking. You want to keep doing that. And same for a country. Like, sure, you could have a country losing money every year on the treasury and constantly having to borrow more money. But it doesn't really matter if, like, you're taking $1 of debt right now, and 2 years down the line, that's going to become $7 in the economy.
Yeah.
So this is my minor pet peeve. Like, I hate when people go, like, the country should not have a deficit. The country should be, like, making money. Like, no, you want the opposite. You want the country to always have a deficit. You just want it to be a reasonable deficit. You probably don't want 100% of your GDP as debt. I think, like, a sweet spot for every country except the United States is, like, about 40%, I think is what I read at some point. You know, you have enough debt to where, like, you're spending the money that you need, but you're also, like, not, you also have a bit of, like, excess if you get into a really bad economic situation, and you can kind of weather out a few years, take some more debt, and then pay it off over time. The US is just the only country on the planet that has basically an infinite checkbook. It just gets too cheap.
Yeah.
Like, every country has to worry about their debt. When, like, the US debt, if you put it in percentage terms for most any other country, it would lead to, like, international action to try to force that country to lessen its debt. Like, you would have countries basically being like, we will no longer ever do business with you unless you fix your debt. The US is like, oh, I can, like, double that number and not give a shit. Because, like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna buy it from me? Like, you have to. Don't get me wrong, it probably isn't good if the US just takes on debt forever. But it's the one country that can just go like, yeah, that is just a number, but unironically. And I hate the US for that. It literally just owns the planet's economy and finance, and it's just, like, able to ignore the rules. It's giga-brained. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Well, like, damn. It's not fair they can use a cheat code and nobody else can. Oh my god, play American Truck Simulator in this game, yes.
No, this is for a drive. One of my employees to drive.
You can't drive it?
I can,
You should.
but I'm not gonna drive this thing around. No.
But Zing, who's gonna get in your way when you're driving the truck?
Everybody that already does get in my way.
Yeah, well, and who's gonna come out worse, the truck or them?
Yeah, definitely gotta agree with you there, Kitsu.
Yep. Just remember, if the US taxed billionaires to, like, 25% of their income, they literally could fix their deficit. Or, you know, if you tax the entire 1% to, like, 50% of their income, you could basically pay for all the social programs twice over. And fix the deficit. Imagine if you could, like... Imagine doubling, like, the US's federal budget in a single year. And just, like, no deficit. All it takes is taxing the rich. You could literally grow, like, Social Security multiple times over that way. And not even sweat. And people say that's bad for the economy. And you know what my counterpoint is? You know what the US tax rate on the top 1% was during World War II?
No.
You want to take a guess?
I have no idea.
So, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna make double sure that I have it correct here. Because this is forever like insane to me. Yeah. So you know how like tax brackets are marginal, like in terms of like their things. So like, if you earn $50,000, and like let's say there's a tax bracket, right? So like from $0 to $50,000, your tax bracket is 10%, meaning you'd pay 5%. You pay $5,000 in taxes. And if you go from $50,000 to $60,000, that tax bracket is 20%. You don't pay 20% of your tax if you earn $60,000. From $0 to $50,000, you pay 10%, and from 50 to 60, you pay 20%. That's like tax bracket work. All of your taxable income above $200,000 during World War II was taxed over 90%. Now, the current day equivalent is about $3 million. So if you earned more than $3 million equivalent today during World War II, you were getting taxed over 90% of your income. Now, of course, the US realized that that's just a lot of tax. You know, the rich need a little bit of breathing space, clearly. So they lowered it after the war. From like 95% to like 91%, as a little token of appreciation. And I just say that for reference because remember, post-World War II, the US had the biggest economic boom in history, by many metrics. People were given houses. People were like had their education paid for. There were a lot of problems in the country, but by and large, the US was supporting people, and people did really well. And then they stopped taxing the rich. And lo and behold, things started getting worse. Funnily enough, like it's a saying, yeah, starting about the 1970s and then with Reagan, for some reason, corporations and rich people started getting a lot less regulation and a lot less tax. And I don't know if you know about it, but productivity has skyrocketed since 1970. Real wages have not. People produce about like 200% of what they did in 1970, depending on how you measure it, in terms of like the value generated, and their pay has increased about half of that. Yeah, there's it's a lot of things. And it's always fascinating to me. Like, these kind of things are always fascinating to me in terms of not just like, oh, we should do this right now, but just in the sense of like, it was done already. You can do it again. The economy didn't implode when we used to tax rich people over 90% of their income. We should do it again.
Yeah. Would be great.
Yeah. I almost guarantee you, if you taxed billionaires to 90, if you taxed everything above like $3 million to 90%, you could probably pay for every American's debt. You could probably quickly pay off America's foreign debt, and you would still have money to spare within like a decade. And one could dream.
So one of my lawyers wants a mouse pad and a fridge.
Wanting a mouse pad is reasonable. I don't know about the fridge. Do you know how important it is to have a good mouse pad at work? You need that.
I mean, fair, but...
Oh my god. Do you know who Alex Jones is, by the way?
Vaguely?
Dude's a piece of shit. It's short of it. He got involved in a bunch of court cases, and he lost by default. Like, basically, he refused to turn over evidence, so they just went like, okay, you lose the case. You're gonna show up in court not to discuss whether you're guilty or not. You're gonna show up to discuss how much you're gonna pay. It's really hard for a court to do that to someone as influential as him. And I forever found it so funny, like you mentioned lawyer, and like I was about to say something like being a lawyer is really hard. You have to be really careful with your evidence, and it just reminds me of this. So, Alex Jones' lawyer has the unenviable task of defending someone who is so maliciously guilty that during the court case, because he runs his like internet like scam adjacent supplement business and his like quote unquote news show of just like hysterical propaganda, he wants donations from people because he's involved in really expensive court cases and he's about to lose and pay a lot of money. And in his show, while the court case was ongoing, while he was in the courtroom pleading like, no, I'm a good person, I've learned from my mistakes, I won't do this again, I won't deny that a mass shooting happened and say that parents were actors and that children didn't actually die, I won't do any of that again, I have learned and become a better person. His show puts out a fucking screenshot of like the judge in the court case with like this evil face and burning the Statue of Liberty. Or like burning the like liberty icon, justice icon, sorry. So like, you know, the little like weighted scale representing justice. It's just like, yeah, this judge is burning like justice. I am under attack. This judge is bad. And they fucking display it on the courtroom. Like, did you publish this while this court case is ongoing? You know, I didn't. It was my workers in my company. You know, basically. So, you know, imagine being a lawyer and having to defend that.
Yeah, definitely not envious.
Imagine being a lawyer and you have to defend a client who's like arguing with the judge because the judge is basically telling him you cannot lie while on witness, like while like testifying. I prohibit you from lying. Don't argue with me. Don't address the jury. Like, you have to be given like an actual scolding by the judge who's so clearly done with your shit. To be fair, I don't know what to think of that lawyer, but I just know he has a hard task.
Nigh on impossible.
And he did a little oopsie whoopsie. Just a little bit. So the problem is that Jones is really guilty. And part of the problem is he didn't turn over evidence during discovery. Discovery being the period of the court case where like everyone goes, oh, I want these files from you, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He didn't turn over files during discovery. And that's why they gave him the judgment that like, oh, you're guilty. I don't care anymore. You didn't turn over the evidence, you lost your chance to argue it. And they were exchanging some files, and Alex's defense was sending the prosecution some stuff. Well, opposing counsel, not prosecution. This is a case. He was sending opposing counsel some stuff. And somehow, he accidentally sent opposing counsel a backup of Alex Jones's entire phone. Everything. Every text message, every image, 500 gigabytes of phone backup data. For, mind you, from someone who was actively trying to avoid showing any of this because he knew he was obviously guilty.
Oh yes, somehow.
So, I'm going to assume it wasn't doing it on purpose. I genuinely think it was just a fuck up. Namely because you still don't want to lose that case. You're a lawyer, your reputation's on the line for a really public case. the like the lawyer that helped find him guilty, he's like proceeding on to bigger and bigger cases because this case like cemented him as like an internet lawyer, as like someone really popular on the internet because he was the one that got him guilty, and he had his moment where he's sitting like they're sitting in the court case, right? And in Alex Jones's mind, he hasn't turned over phone messages, so he's not too worried about it. And then suddenly, the lawyer questioning him just pulls out the picture, and it's like, so these are your phone messages, right? Yeah. I don't know how you got them. I never turned them over. I guess you did. Nice trick. And dude just like, no. We got these because your liar messed up and sent us an entire backup of your phone. Dude was having a moment, and it was beautiful. He was gloating, and I can't blame him. I would be too. And I might be reading into it, but it will forever live rent-free in my mind that I saw that clip, and I just see like Alex Jones's defense sitting, watching this unfold, not objecting, not doing anything. I guess just like stunned, biting his fingernails, and I'm just like, oh no, oh no. And he then proceeded to the next day call for a mistrial and go like, look, we fucked up, but like a bunch of those files are important and confidential and secret. And he's totally right. The jurisdiction where they were having that case actually has that. If you disclose like information that's protected by attorney-client privilege, like if I'm an attorney and I accidentally send opposing counsel your medical records, there is a provision to claw back that information as confidential, to like have those records destroyed and not be admissible in court, to just like get rid of that evidence. Boy, you're back 1 sec.
It's fun having Gib Gab here on stream. He really knows how to talk about a bunch of stuff.
My secret talent is talking forever. But yeah. So there are provisions for that. There are ways to like claw back information that's not supposed to be disclosed. And I believe in Texas, in the Texas case, you have like 10 days to try to disclose all that information, or like claw back all that information. Problem is, normally when you accidentally do that, it's a few files, and you can claw them back really quickly. Or you like call it out immediately and tell the judge like, hey, I'm sorry, this happened, because normally this would happen during disclosure, where you're sharing files. And, oh look, I accidentally leaked 0.5 terabyte of data. I accidentally leaked like potentially thousands or millions of files, and we need to get this solved out. If something really big were to happen, the judge would go like, okay, let's take a step back, let's set up meetings, let's adjudicate all of this, let's go through the whole process and let's solve this out. Because judges tend to be fair. Judges don't tend to like want to be dicks. If you make a genuine mistake, they'll help you claw it back. They might yell at you a little bit, but they want to fix this as much as you do, because they want to go through the right process. The problem is, if you piss off a judge, if you're deliberately a malicious actor during discovery, you piss off the judge, you get a motion where like you're already guilty. This is way past discovery. This is already in the middle of the trial, and you make a fuck up of this magnitude. They're not really gonna be forgiving. And add on to that, as I said, you have 10 days to try to claw back a bunch of that information. I believe it's 10 days. It might be different, or it might be changed. But I believe it's 10 days. And he didn't. He basically wrote to opposing counsel, oh, my bad, please disregard. That's not legally binding. You also need to specify exactly which files, which documents are confidential. You can't just go like, oh, I sent you 0.5 terabyte of data. Just ignore it, please. Delete it. They don't have to, like, delete it. It's not legally binding. So my man's walked up to the judge the next day and literally went like, I'm sorry, I want to request a mistrial. Let's do this whole, let's can this whole thing and do it all over again. Like, let's just, bad trial. We can't do this. He clearly, the opposing counsel was clearly acting in bad faith. He's not supposed to be able to do this. And opposing counsel was just like, nah, man, you fucked up. I know you know the law because you just quoted it. And look at what it says in the law. I have all the logs of our communications. You didn't do jack shit. You didn't do your job. All of these documents are mine now. And you know what? Judge, we need to talk later about this. And the judge is like, all right, look, I'll help the defense. I'll let you claw back some documents, things like medical records. That's fine to like. The judge is still being a little nice to them. But part of the reason she's being nice is because opposing counsel immediately brings up, by the way, judge, we're gonna have to talk about it because federal authorities from the January 6th committee are asking for some of these documents that I have in my possession, and I will give it to them. And I can just imagine Alex Jones's lawyer literally shatter a brick right there, because it's like, oh shit. Because Alex Jones is a piece of shit, and he is part of the kind of people who were involved in shit like spreading this information leading to January 6th. Which, a congressional commission was investigating. They were thinking of bringing up a lot of charges against a lot of different people. And to have your name dropped publicly in this case as like, oh yeah, they might investigate these documents, is like oh boy. Because everyone's very clear, Alex Jones talks to very influential people. So if they have text messages between each other for potential crimes, imagine if you texted like someone who you thought was like, oh, I can trust this guy, and then he gets you in jail from like a federal investigation. It's like, oh fuck, he's in so much trouble. It's so Jover for him. We don't know what exactly happened, but I can only assume very bad news. And right now, he went through this whole spiel because basically he lost a lot of cases, and he didn't just lose them, he lost them spectacularly, like really bad. Like, to put it in perspective, he's wealthy, he's obnoxiously wealthy, but he's not like infinite money.
Are you sure? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, he is. He's like one of those like online cranks, but like he's still more on the like the low side. Like a lot of his money comes from like his fucking website and YouTube channel generating views, which feeds like the crazy people that he helps indoctrinate into like supplements from his store. Take brain pills and brain power, it'll make you smarter, and then that way you can fight the elites by being big brain and watching my content and buying my things.
Oh, okay, one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Hey there, Delimited.
God, I love how, of course that's when Twitch decides, no, you can't say that, the word moron. Twitch. Yes, it is. I was talking about that. So, normally, even in bad cases, a lot of times courts tend to be really, really stupid about the scale of damages. So like, you know how like sometimes you'll see, oh, look at what this corporation did. Punitive damages for this multi-billion-dollar corporation, $10 million. Like, it's not enough. Or like this really wealthy person does something really fucked up and they get charged like, oh, this person has a net worth of like $100 million. He has to pay $5 million in punitive damages. Like, it's not enough. Like, you know how that often happens. Normally, that's because either courts have limits on how much they can actually put as punitive damages or as compensation. And normally in Discovery, a lot of that is already like gonna be seen. So like, for example, hey, look, off of doing this illegal thing, this person made, $20 million. Now, sure, you could make the reasonable argument that like, their whole empire of commerce of billions of dollars was built off of that first $20 million like illegal activity. But then the person acts reminiscent, and they're proving that they've been a good person ever since, and they've worked really hard to build what they've done so far. They've worked really hard for their billions of dollars. So, they should only be punished for that initial $20 million. And, if you're like as part of the jury, you might think like, well, you know what, $20 million is a lot of money. It's not. They have billions. That's the problem. If the court doesn't limit you, oftentimes juries just aren't really good at measuring like damages. The thing is, Alex Jones was so horrendous and defended himself so poorly, and his lawyers were so bad at presenting his case, and he was so bad at helping his lawyers present a good case by virtue of being like a crackpot, like by virtue of being insane. Mind you, he was guilty. They could not find him not guilty. That wasn't what the court case was about, and he was trying to be like, no, I'm sorry, I was guilty, I didn't do any of this, I want to be able to defend myself. Why won't you let me able to defend myself? This justice system is rigged and bad and unfair. Like, he was arguing that in court. And the jury was instructed, he's guilty. Don't listen to him. And when he kept saying it, the judge told everyone to leave and scolded Alex Jones for trying to say that he wasn't guilty. Because he was. He could not argue that he wasn't guilty. He defended himself so poorly that they found him guilty, and he owes $1.5 billion from that one court case. There were appeals. There were, asked for trials and other things. He lost all of them. He has to pay $1.5 billion. And if you think that's a lot of money, just remember, he has to pay them to the families of the Sandy Hook massacre because he made a lot of popularity and he was really toxic in trying to say your children didn't die. They were fake crisis actors, and this was a staged government thing. And also, he implicitly allowed or implicitly encouraged his fans by virtue of not opposing them to harass these people. So, imagine grieving your lost child, and then you have people walking up to your house who because you've been doxxed and news coverage has happened and you've appeared on national television. You have people come to your house and being like, your child didn't die, fake news. Harassing you. So don't feel bad for him. That's what the punitive damages are for. They also slapped him with some interests. They slapped him with other court cases that he lost, and he has to pay anywhere from $1.5 to $2 billion, depending on how you measure it. And he probably has to sell his company. And it is so gloriously wonderful. A problem is pretty much what the limited says, though. Depending on how this goes, he might be forced to sell more than he has already sold, including his company. He might be forced to give up more money. Or somebody might buy his company and, tell him, hey, you're still employed as the lead of the company. You continue doing what you've done. Make me money, which he does by spreading misinformation and being a shitty person. Or the families of the victims might be allowed to buy the company, which would be the ultimate justice. Yes, he owes us all the money, but I don't need to receive every single cent. Let me just buy his company, the company that made money off of misinformation, off of our suffering and grief, and we'll get to choose what to do with that company. Because I guarantee you they'd shut it down, and it would be so satisfying. Anyway, all of this is to say, lawyers have the unenviable job of having to be really careful with the information they send, and giving them a nice mouse pad is probably a good idea. Don't be mean to your lawyers. Anyway, sorry, I ranted way too much about it. What?
Sorry, I'm messaging with Whiskers real quick.
Oh, don't worry. Yeah, look. Listen, the moral of the story is don't underpay your lawyers. Don't try to fuck your lawyers. Your lawyers are very, very good at what they do. Unless they're bad. If they're bad, then yeah, go, like, you know, demand money or something from them. Just don't be like Elon Musk, who proceeded to not pay his lawyers, and whose lawyers promptly sued him. Or don't be like Trump, who tried to not pay his lawyers, and his lawyers sued him. Of course, it's gotta be those people who do that shit. At least most rich people understand pay your lawyers. At least pay them to keep quiet. God, can you imagine being Jeff Bezos' personal lawyer?
I can't imagine being any of their lawyers.
I mean, on one hand, you're like, by proxy, one of the most powerful people on the planet. But also, like, they probably want to get on your good side and want to keep you happy, and you want to keep them happy. But, like, also imagine how much money you milk off of that. Damn.
I am trying to keep track of all the different things I've got going on right now on this game.
Yeah, you've only got, what, like 7 companies?
Something like that.
I mean, what's another one? You know, just one more. Also, I'm surprised you can't just, like, have a manager kind of manage everything to, like, an average degree of efficiency.
There's some things that I can get managers to take care of for me, but not everything. There are some things that I have to personally take care of. And that is, unfortunately, dealing with what my employees are demanding.
That's pretty much what I figured the managers would be doing. Yeah, like, see, that's kind of when you remember how we were talking about, like, I really like when Tycoon games allow you to scale things appropriately without, like, being tedious about it. That's kind of exactly what I meant, like, I feel like at this point you shouldn't be worrying about, like, whether an employee wants a new mouse pad and going to buy one. I feel like at this point you would be more concerned with, hey, let's renovate a whole office, or, you know, hey, this manager wants these accommodations for the office, like, the manager wants a series of new workstations, or...
To be fair, I will say that, on this regard, the people that are demanding these are the lawyers that I'm employing and my web developers. So it's not like common people, but they're not managers either.
I mean, I still think kind of the same. Lawyers I could kind of see more, because lawyers are petty. You know, that's their job. Their job is to be petty. I say this with love. I say this with the fact my parents are lawyers. I know lawyers, they're all petty. But yeah, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, I know what it's like to work, but, like, I can't imagine literally, like, going to work and messaging, like, basically the boss of, like, the whole place and being like, hey, I want to do a mouse pad. Like, you just be like, what the fuck are you talking to me about? Talk to your supervisor about it. But you know what? This is the benefit of working in IT. I get to look at all of the techie stuff related, And I just get to pick and choose. If I want a monitor, I can't just grab a monitor.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I can't, grab the monitor off someone's desk and take it for myself. Not exactly. I probably don't want to do that. But if we receive new monitors and I see a monitor I really, really like and I think is really nice, let me swap it for my own. I also get to take my pick of the litter when it comes to mouse pads, mouses, keyboards. I have kind of a shitty PC, but that's just because I don't really need anything more than that. When I need like actual computing power, I just bring my laptop to work. Because yeah, don't get me wrong, laptops have issues, but my laptop is a beefier computer than like at least 80% of the desktops in that place, probably over 90%. There's like probably 8 or so computers, like Dell desktop computers that are anywhere near close to having the same CPU capacity as my laptop. Namely because they're shit Dell computers. And most of them, if they have a GPU, it's like a GT 970. Like a literal GPU of like a gigabyte or maybe 2 gigabytes of VRAM. So I'm not saying having a decade-old GPU is bad. I'm saying you could do better,
Hi, Jester.
Alright. Yeah, it's a 710. I think my supervisor has a 970, but I have a 710. You not like get an HR department to like fix around all the employee hours?
I can. I just kind of enjoy doing it myself.
Oh, that's totally fair. I was curious if you could at all, so I'm just saying that like.
Yeah.
That's poggers. HR department, milk my employees dry, and not in the good way. Can't believe you're making them work Monday through Sunday. That's so evil.
Not everyone. The business is open Monday, 7 days a week, but should be done sewing? Oh, okay. What you been sewing?
Chaos. Destruction. Imagine if you could, like, if chaos was a plant, what plant would it be? Chaos would be a cactus. Is it your computer that's making the Windows noise?
Yes.
Okay, holy shit. It was driving me crazy. I was like, what the fuck? Why is my computer making that noise?
Sorry.
I was so confused. You have to understand, half the time that noise means not good things for me. So I just like, oh god, what is this? What's happening? What broke? I'm not doing anything. It shouldn't be making this noise. What the hell? I hate Windows. I hate Windows. I hate Windows. I guarantee there is a Windows update that I need to install. I'm seeing it right now. And I am pretty sure if I check my Windows update, I am going to see the security update for Windows 10 version 22H2. The particular 2024 January security update giving me an error. Error 87643. Because the update KB5034441 has a little error. I've memorized that from the amount of times I've seen that fucking error pop up. Because every Windows computer running Windows 10 has the same Windows recovery environment, relatively speaking, in terms of how it works. And Windows did an oopsie. That error, that update, is supposed to fix a security vulnerability in a Windows recovery environment. The problem is to install it. Basically, Windows recovery environment doesn't have enough space to install the update. So you have to manually resize your Windows recovery environment by deleting and recreating it via command lines. Because since January, Microsoft has not released a fix for update KB5034441. Because it's just a security vulnerability. A minor one, to be fair, but it's just a security vulnerability.
Okay.
Basically, Microsoft is being stupid, slow, incompetent, and careless. And I hate them. I hate Microsoft so much. Every living, breathing moment I have to tolerate Windows and by extension Microsoft is a stain on my life. It's wasted hours. It's a blemish on my limited lifespan that I'm going to waste by playing the same game I've already played over and over again.
Oh, cool. I happen to give the mouse pad, the desk that I put the mouse pad down on happened to be the one that I needed to put it down on. Also,
just immediately.
You what?
Yeah, just immediately, like the first one.
Yeah.
Based.
Richard Grimes. You were a part-time employee? Gosh dang it. I thought you were full-time.
Literally me right now. Literally my situation. I'm gonna cry. So I'm searching for the funny Indian guy who made the fix that I used. It's a meme. It's a meme that, like, it's always someone with an Indian accent who manages to fix the thing. But unironically, the last couple of times I've had an error and something broke, they found a way to fix it. And it's both of the videos I use is that. It's just like, bruh. So to be fair, Jester, I actually don't hate Windows 11. Don't get me wrong, I like Windows 10, no matter how much I shit on it. It just works, and that's really what I want out of it. I don't hate Windows 11. I actually think it's mostly neat. It fixes some of the issues I have with Windows 10. My only problem is that they want to cram all the AI shit into Windows 11 and load the computer that I want to put in Windows 11.
Yeah.
So I will actively refuse to update to Windows 11 as long as I can, because I also don't want to break some of my older games that don't probably work with Windows 11. Probably. And once I'm forced to, I will find a way to turn off everything that has the word AI even remotely close to it. I do not want Windows recall, because I did not give permission to Microsoft to take screenshots of my computer at every given moment and put them in an AI. I might be watching things that aren't safe for work. Like hand holding.
Yes, hand holding, yes.
Yeah, well, do you want me to be more explicit about it?
No, that's plenty explicit.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Which one of you lawyers wanted the mouse pad? Clearly not the one assigned to the desk that I brought it in for. Or that I put it on. Alright, let's move it over here. Now are you satisfied? No.
No. And Jester Darkshire, I'm gonna be real with you. I work with computers. I spend all day trying to fix computers, things with computers. People have really petty issues, people have really serious issues, and above all else, the one thing I've really understood from my job is that I don't understand computers either. More realistically, it's just it really depends. I love working with MacBooks because they're all exactly the same, and they're really, really easy to fix. If you find the error for one of them that's updated to the latest OS, mind you, you'll do it for all of them that are the same thing. Which is easy to say, because you would say, look, yeah, if every computer's the same thing, it's really easy to solve. The thing is exactly what you mentioned. You have an MSI. The brand doesn't matter that much. Until it does. Windows 10 works the same way in every computer. Until it doesn't. And I love Windows for the fact that I can break it and tweak it per my heart's content. Not quite to the same degree that a lot of Linux distros will let you do. But a lot more than Apple. I hate Apple. I despise Apple with every fiber of my being. I cannot rant enough about how much I hate Apple and everything it does. But as much as I hate Windows, much better alternative, much easier to work with than Linux for a lot of things. And in particular, it's relatively open in terms of how much people tend to mess with it. Which leads to exactly this. There's an uncountable number of brands who make laptops with Windows. Too many computers are made with Windows. And that leaves you with a lot of variety. That leaves you with a lot of very painful variety to work and solve with. Because I have an MSI motherboard, which is running a, what was the name of the GPU brand that I got? If I look up my GPU on Amazon, it'll immediately pop up because it's like the cheapest of this. Yeah, I have an XFX GPU on an MSI motherboard with, I believe, CS7 120. Yeah, thermal-right CPU cooler. I think I have 6 cooler master fans. An MSI motherboard, an XFX GPU, basic AMD CPU.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. Pen, 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 apple, pen.
You said you saved for 3 times. Does it count as 3 negatives? So it's like a Negative?
Maybe.
If it's negative, positive, negative. What do you want to say for it? Do you want me to stop talking about computers? Is that it? Right.
I have no idea.
I will rant. I will shill one thing about computers, actually. If you ever want to build a PC, and you need a relatively affordable CPU cooler, and you need something that will do good work for not a high-end CPU, maybe a low to mid-tier CPU. So you're talking the equivalent of 5700, 7700, maybe an Intel up to like 13400, 13500K at most. The Thermalright Assassin X120 is an amazing CPU cooler. Just basically heatsink and fan. Not too heavy, not too bulky. 4 heat pipes, aluminum heatsink. Fairly standard. Has mounts for AM4, AM5, Intel LG 1700, 1200, and a couple others. I don't mind definitely came with the AM5 and the LGA 1700 mount. But for basically $20, holy shit, is it worth it. If you ever want to build a PC and you need like a decent CPU cooler that will get the job done, and you don't want to spend too much money, you don't need to spend more than $20. Thermalright Assassin X120. Amazing. I am so satisfied with that purchase. Single best purchase I made of that PC, right next to the GPU. Except I regret it every now and then, but I don't. I have a mixed feeling. Look, I have my mixed feelings about AMD's GPUs. I love them. They're really good. They're really good priced. The 7000 series is really nice. But god, do I sometimes just want more GPU of the GPU. It has way more VRAM than I know what to do with, not enough processing power. But 16 gigabytes of VRAM is so nice. To be fair, Josh, you don't need to make sense of any of my ranting. You have a laptop, none of it matters for you. That's the great thing about laptops. I love laptops because everything is done for you. Everything is good. A good laptop is such a good purchase if you don't understand computers and you don't want to mess with them and you just want the thing to work. Laptops are great. But fair enough. And the limited. To be fair, which CPU do you have?
Hey there, Karma.
That makes a difference. Also, hi. You know, Zen?
What?
I think you should put a bell on Ash's collar.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, everyone will hear the evil coming.
Well, first off, it's not a collar, it's a holy ring.
Find the holy neck ring.
But still, no.
Like a golden bell, jingly. Okay, when you say the K10 6-core, AMD's K-series GPUs are old, aren't they? The K10 is like from the early 2010s.
You know, I don't really have much more to do, so I'm just gonna sleep for another 24 hours.
I'll reiterate what I was saying. I love how you don't know what to do in real life, so you spend the game, but you don't know what to do in the game. Yeah, holy shit. That is an ancient CPU. That is sick. Awesome. Like, okay. On one hand, yes, I'm not surprised that CPU hasn't gone above 49 degrees. But also, that's sick. Yeah, the fucking K series is ancient. It's awesome. If I had more money, I'd buy it from you and just like hang it on the wall. I don't have enough money to do that. Ah. Yeah, like fuck, what was the name of the series of GPUs they did? Was it Phenom?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The CPU that the Limited has, that's ancient. It's sick. Like, basically after, so like, the series, the family of GPUs that got released after the one that the Limited has, after that was Bulldozer, which was kind of meh, as far as I understand. And then after that, you had like a few kind of meh ones, nothing really too special. AMD's not doing great, not doing cool. And then finally, after like half a decade, they released their Zen architecture, and ever since Ryzen released, Intel has never been the same. By which I mean, I feel like Intel has just had intergenerational trauma from a single, like, a Zen alone just like destroyed Intel, and it was beautiful.
Hey, Rob. I'm here, Karma. I am just kind of in the zone right now. Trying to get, all of this stuff set up.
Zim is giving me a platform to rant.
Yes. I mean, it saves me work.
Maybe I should just start streaming SMH. If I could talk forever, I might as well monetize it. Hi, Rob. How you doing?
I was thinking of wrapping it up here soon, Rob.
Take that out of context. Water. I haven't like this entire time.
I mean, I'm fine, Rob.
Now, why don't you go to sleep, SMH? I'm doing quack. Quack. I'm another kind of bird. I'm a bird type, but now I'm a water bird. Someone apparently insisted in getting me a gift order.
Joke.
Rude that they are. SMH.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And, okay, be limited. To be fair, if your CPU draws 220 watts, it better be a very beefy CPU. I don't know how it actually compares. I don't know the FX 9590 exactly. I'd have to look into it. Damn, 220 watts is so much. As much power as like a modern low tier GPU, because GPUs now eat as much power as in City apparently. Like Zim's GPU could probably power like my house SMH.
Yeah.
And you love it. SMH my head.
Yes, yes, I do.
And that's fair, do snooze. You can't lose your sleep schedule before we do session on Sunday. We need you up and running. You need... If you're not awake, you won't remember to Divine Smite. And you're gonna lose out on damage. And we need that. You finally discovered the sheer alpha strike potential of the Paladin. And we need you to keep it up. We believe in you. You're in parties. I want that dead bunk. And also, if you're sleepy, the other voices in your head might control you, and we don't like that either. Why do you have so many games that start at that point? No. No, take care of yourself, Rob.
Games for life, though.
To be fair, that's the one thing I don't like about my job. It's so much harder to play games during the week. I don't have any time between Monday through Friday where normal people run games. Like I'd have to start a game at midnight and then at like 3 a.m.
But games.
I want to. I just can't. Literally, the earliest I could normally start a game would like be getting in the car and jumping onto a Discord call on the car. Which I've done. I've jumped onto like I'm on VC and I'll just throw a Discord there and I'll just have people idly talking by. So my mind stops wandering and thinking, "Ooh, the sky is really pretty" while I'm driving.
Come on, let me add them.
No. Not allowed. Why does this specific timesheet look like you're just making art?
I basically am.
Employees. Why are you like this?
I don't want to do this.
Let your HR do it.
They're gonna mess it up and leave spots unfilled.
Yeah, but they'd still be making you money, wouldn't they?
No, because shifts won't be covered.
I mean, would it be a thing where like you could make them do you a plan and then you just tweak it?
Well,
Or
yes,
they, like,
but
constantly adjust it.
no, they'll do the plan and then I adjust it. But you know, I just got it done.
Fair enough. My God, how many games are you in, Rob?
A lot.
You're gonna basically be playing every day.
You are surprised by this? Have you seen me and my channel?
Yeah, but like, you know, this is your life. I assume Rob has some life outside of TTRPGs. Probably.
I have no idea who that is, Neo.
Me neither. Sounds like a actor. Asterisk. Which is to say a particular category of actor that I don't want to say on Twitch. But you can fill in the blanks. I'm sorry, you had 10-hour sessions for Guild Tales?
Oh, yes, we did.
Holy shit. See, I begin to feel old because I feel like I can barely hold my focus after 3 or 4 hours when we do the Sunday games, and I'm just like, after like 3 or 4 hours, I have to take like a 10-minute break, or else I end up just staring at the screen and I just stop like processing anything. And if I just have a bad break, like if somebody distracts me when I go take a break and I return to the session, I can't pay attention anyway. My ADHD just like doesn't let me. I have to do something else.
Alright. I am going to be calling the stream here. Thank you everybody for joining us today, though, for Big Ambitions. As well as the Marten stream while Whiskers was here. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, picking up packs of cards through stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on YouTube. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Oh boys.